Hey everyone, welcome in to Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny and I'm here with your weekly love message. I'm again kind of just winging it with the read today and see where it goes. I picked up on a few channeled messages in regards to this love message, but I'm really open to whatever spirit wants to communicate through the cards themselves. I have options. I have all my cards out today. So that actually might resonate. Maybe you have options. Maybe you have all your cards laid out and you're looking at your options right now. And I'm getting this feeling though that even though you might have options, it's this feeling of, I just don't have time anymore for this right now. I am so busy in my life. I have so much going on. Like maybe you were kind of concerned about your love life and, really like diving deep into like, when is this going to happen? And trying to understand it and wrap your mind around the different people that you are entertaining. But I just feel like at this point, you're just like, I don't even have time, to be honest. So maybe like this whole love thing is just kind of in the back of your mind right now. Like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm in no rush. I'm like, don't even know if I'd have time right now to have a partner or try to entertain someone romantically if they came forward. I just, you're just in this place of, ugh, it's whatever. I'm not too concerned. I'm more concerned about like getting by each day and taking care of my business. First card we have out is Shattered. It says old habits are breaking down and new version of them is being revealed. So it's like you have broken out of an old pattern or an old way of thinking. You have like grown past like an old version of yourself and you are like reprioritizing what you need to do and how you need to approach like certain things in life in regards to putting maybe love on the back burner right now. Like you may have prioritized that aspect of your life for so long and put so much thought, time, and energy into the concept of finding a true love that you're realizing all that time you can't get back. Like I wasted so much time in my thoughts, overthinking it rather than just being present, being in my life, taking care of my business. Where, you know what, maybe if I would have just done what I needed to do and focused on like my life as it was happening, I could have like ran into Mr. Right or Mrs. Right had I just like gotten out of my head for a minute. Maybe you walked right past Mr. Right or Mrs. Right in your daily life and you didn't even recognize or give a second thought to, oh, this person was crossed my path for a good reason because you were in your head. You walked right on past them because you're thinking about when am I going to find Mr. or Mrs. Right. So now you're just like in this energy of it is what it is. It'll happen when it happens. Like your old ideologies of how you approached love has shifted completely. We got black and white. It says, I always tried to be realistic with life, but you opened me up to color. I honestly feel like this is still in regards to you, collective, in the fact that you always saw your approach and the way that you viewed love very black and white. You're very set on your stance in regards to love and how love is supposed to happen, how it's supposed to play out, how like certain energies, I'm getting like how like the masculine's supposed to be towards the feminine, how the feminine's supposed to be towards the masculine. And now it's like, no, it doesn't have to be so black and white. You're like, everyone's story is different. Everyone's dynamic with their person's different. The way people meet are different. The way relationships develop are different. So you're like now very much open to really anything, but again, you're not pushing the issue. You are so like okay with not searching or trying to find love right now. You're just like, if it happens, it happens. you. It says, you make me feel alive. I choose you without a doubt. My heart yearns for you. Going into this reading today, I was feeling this really heavy, I don't want to say heavy energy, intense energy, that this reading was also going to be geared towards a collective of people that are already in union or in a partnership, married, in a contractual situation. And the feeling I kept on getting was how it took you this long to realize that it wasn't that your partner didn't love you, or that your partner wasn't yearning for you, or, everything that you had thought that your partner was feeling towards you was because you didn't deem yourself worthy, or you didn't have the self-love yet to recognize that you were beautiful, that you were like one in a million, that you were so special to your person. You didn't believe it. And it took this long of you really focusing on self-confidence, self-esteem, feeling good about who you are on the inside, and knowing that you are a wonderful and a beautiful soul inside and out. That you're like, wow, my person has really seen me in this light. I never saw me in this light. You make me feel alive. So if you are married or you're with someone and you're in a committed relationship, your person, this is them about you. You make them feel alive. I always chose you. They always chose you. You just never saw it. You always may have suspected or been suspicious or created stories in your mind about how your person felt about you. Even if they told you straight to your face, you're my person, I love you, you never believed it because you didn't see it in yourself yet, but you do now. You're starting to finally realize how valuable and how important you are. And now you understand they've always loved you. I got that this morning, but this card coming out definitely brings it like to the surface. Your person loves you. Now, your love languages might be different. That's something else. Oh, okay. That's something else that, a good book to read is the love language book. Your love languages may be different. So the way that they were showing their love to you may not have been the way that you always wanted to receive the love. So it never aligned. You always felt this feeling of a disconnect because you weren't receiving it the way that you wanted to. But now you're realizing that you guys receive and give love in different ways, and that they were giving it to you. You just weren't seeing it because it's not the way that you wanted it. Divine Feminine. Collective, you have grown so much just by going through the self-love journey and rediscovering yourselves and working on those shadows of yourself. Those shadows were blocks in your love life because they created false ideas in your mind about who you were and what you deserved. You are now in this energy of, I know deep down in my heart who I am. And because you know so well who you are on the inside and you love yourself, you truly love yourself, that you understand why someone else could love you. And you're not questioning if it's true or if they're being honest or authentic with you, because you get it now. They always did. Confused. But then in reverse, we have watching. Oh, oh my God, I can't get it right. Confused and watching. It says, I don't know whether I want to be just friends or lovers. Am I ready for a relationship? checking on your social media has become a new daily habit of theirs. So we're going to backtrack again because I feel like this is a split reading between um, the divine feminines that are in a committed or married relationship and those that are currently single and are the ones that are just like, if love happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's someone here that is watching you. They're not coming forward in regards to how they feel or that they're interested. But for some reason, there's this like energy of confusion. It's like their mind is spinning like circles right now because they view you as a lover. They want a relationship, but you're giving friendship, platonic friendship vibes. You're not like giving any kind of indication that you're interested, even if you may be. You may not even realize that this person is interested in you because you're so focused on everything else right now. Again, love is like the furthest thing right now from your mind. You also may have told yourself that if you keep seeking it, it's never going to find you. So you kind of like decided to like stop thinking about it so much. And now there's this person here who is just watching you, looking at you like, I want to reach out to you. I want to talk to you. I want to establish some kind of dialogue, but they're getting mixed signals. They're confused. They're like, is this person available? Are they single? Are they with someone? Are they dating someone? Maybe you don't share a lot of private information about yourself, like on social media or whatever. Um, Maybe they're just like, I don't know. Maybe you did talk to this person for a minute and you hit it off really well, and then you just kind of disappeared or ghosted. Life got busy. I'm getting like you just got really caught up in everything that you have to do each day that maybe you just like, I just don't have time for this. Like maybe you did entertain it for a second and then you retracted your energy because you're like, it wasn't them, it was more so I don't have time for this. I will revisit this when my schedule opens up. But we have a surprise coming in. It says, life is full of surprises, and I have something special planned just for you with nervous at the bottom of the deck. You make me feel nervous and excited in a good way. I am scared to approach you. So I feel like this person is coming forward with some kind of surprise. I think the surprise is just them coming forward and talking to you or reaching back out, maybe sending you a message or calling you because they haven't heard from you in a while. They are extremely nervous about doing this. They don't know which way it's going to go because, again, they don't know why you disappeared and why you fell off the radar. They don't know if, maybe you were talking to several people and maybe you chose someone else over them, but they have to know. They just want to know. We have transformation. It says, I am making a conscious choice to transform into my higher self to be with you. This person did a lot of work on themselves since you guys last spoke, or since they first became aware of you and saw you and realized that you were someone that they wanted to be with. They have done some changes in their life, whether it be getting a new job or cleaning themselves up, getting a new haircut, buying a new house, getting their finances in order, becoming more established, quitting like toxic habits just to be a better person. Something has changed. This person has done some work. And because they have changed and grown into like this, what they consider a better version of themselves, they are now finally in this place of, all right, it's time. I am going to reach back out to collective. I am going to tell them how I feel and see what's going on with them because I can't let this slide. I can't just like move on with my life without knowing what happened. Perception. So the perception card says, I only was able to see what I wanted to see. I'm sorry for not seeing your worth. And I feel, again, this goes back to the collective of divine feminines. It can go to both collectives, but the first message I'm getting is for the collective who are with someone who always saw that their efforts or their words or their actions weren't matching what they wanted to receive as love or a sign of that they were being loved, because they did not see that in themselves yet. Your perception was skewed in regards to your own self-worth, which you really projected that onto the person that you're with. But now your perception has shifted, and you are now seeing their worth, that they have always been there. They've always been solid. They've always been loyal and loving, that you guys are just not seeing love in the same way. You guys weren't on the same page. Now, for the other collective here, for the singles, this is a person that you, again, may have walked away from or had kind of like distanced yourself from, that didn't, they're now saying they didn't put in the work or the effort with you at the time that you guys were talking or have connected. So they feel that that is why you retracted your energy from them. They think that they messed up, that they didn't value you the way that you needed to be valued, and that is why you pulled away. Now, the real reason why you pulled away, that may be part of it, but is more or less because life got super chaotic and super busy. You were lifing and you just didn't have time. But this person thinks that it's because they did something wrong, and that's a part of what they're going to say to you when they come back around and surprise you with a call or a message, or popping up wherever maybe you work. Hopefully it's in a very tactful way and not obnoxious, but I don't think it's going to be. They seem to really have this figured out. But oh geez, we have perfect pair. They see you as the perfect pair. They know. They're like, they don't see, maybe they don't see it. Maybe divine feminine doesn't see this. Maybe I have to show her how I've changed. Maybe I need to, show her everything that I've done, all the work I've done, and how much she means to me, in order for her to see I value her. I never meant to make her feel unvalued. They want to reconnect. This is heavy in their thoughts. And I don't think that you, honestly, I don't think that you're giving this much thought these days. I don't even think that you're really tuning into like love messages or channel messages, because you're in this like energy of whatever happens, happens. I feel like maybe you just put so much heart, so much thought into something in the past, that you just don't want to deal with that anymore either. You're like, you're starting to feel normal not thinking about this. And that's why this is going to be such a surprise to you. You might not even be happy about it at first. Some of you might be kind of pissed. Some of you might be like, I just finally got my life in order. I'm finally like okay and not thinking about love all the time. It's not like at the forefront of my mind. I feel normal again. And then they're going to come back around and you're going to be like, oh gosh, here we go again. Like for some of you, this may have been going on for some time. We have extroverted. It says moving toward you with confidence, ready to show you how much they love you. Now, this person's coming in fast. Be prepared, divine feminine. They're coming in, they're nervous, but they know that they got their ducks in a row. They have transformed. They want you to know their true feelings in regards to you. They want to put it all out on the table in a very open, extroverted way. And then, the ball's in your court. But if they don't do this, they're never going to be able to let it go. They have to do this. Let's see if we got anything else, Spirit. Anything else for the collective? Any advice for the Divine Feminine when this comes in? Any advice? I also feel for the collective who's here and that's married or in a relationship, that your person may also be coming forward with a surprise conversation with you in regards to their feelings towards you. I feel like they're going to start letting their guard down and start being more open. They're starting to understand the love languages as well, and they are starting to see that they have to approach you and show you love in a different way that they have been for you to feel it. They want you to feel and know that they love you very much. You have stressed. I'm emotionally drained to the point to where I am beginning to shut down. So for some of you, I feel like a part of the reason why you pulled back from this person and just put love on the back burner is because, remember we said that you have all this stuff going on? There's something happening right now with you that is causing you a lot of stress. I don't know about you, but for me, if I'm stressed out to the max, the last thing on my mind is romance, and trying to figure out like the love life situation. So if you're in a place of stress, that is probably why you're just not really thinking about it right now. You have a lot going on. What is going on? What's going on with collective that they're so stressed out? What's going on with collective that they're so stressed right now, Spirit? All talk. I know you are tired of hearing my excuses. All talk, no action. All talk, no action. You may be disappointed in a person that's in your life. If you're with someone, even though you know they love you, they may be dropping the ball or fumbling the bag or whatever you might say. They may be saying a lot and giving you a lot of promises or a lot of false hope, and nothing is really coming into fruition in regards to what they're telling you. This is another side message, I believe, for this collective, for a smaller group of individuals. But for whoever this resonates with, just keep in perspective that your person, they are going through a lot that is stressing them out right now. And going back to the who wants to be romantic and lovey-dovey when all they are going through is stress, is where you need to apply this to your person for the small group of collective that this resonates with. Because your person, they're really thinking. They are like brainstorming an idea for something. I feel like this goes back to finances. It's like they're on the clock. Clock is ticking. They're running out of time. They got to figure out how to do something financially. And you're looking at them like they're all talk. You're not even trying to hear it. You're like, you keep telling me this, you keep telling me that. It's not happening. And they know it. They get it. They understand. They don't want you to worry or be stressed. They may be giving you false hope, but it's because it's also like a mind game for them. Not like in a bad way, but it's like them tricking themselves into or talking themselves up and believing that something better is going to happen. They don't want to be in a negative mind space. They're trying to be as positive as possible, even though they're going through this right now. And you're just looking at them like they're all talk and that they're not showing you any proof. What they really need from you right now, it says missing piece, growth. This person's, I don't want to say it like they absolutely like need you, but you're like their lifeline. When you're happy and you're content and you're with them and you're supportive, they feel like they could conquer the world. When you're disappointed in them, angry with them, and you're upset with them, even though they're doing everything they can possibly think of to make you happy, things start turning for the worse for this person. So you're like this person's other half. They need you on board. They need you to be supportive and understanding right now. Because when you step in and you give them the love and the support that they need, even though you may be looking at them as just someone that's all talk, it's not all talk. It's self-talk and positivity to keep themselves from falling into a state of depression. When you step in and be that person's anchor and really be supportive, regardless of what everything looks like on the outside right now, that's when growth happens within this relationship. You've encouraged me to look deep inside myself and discover who I really am. And I know I'm bouncing back and forth between two different like collectives in this reading. So take what resonates and apply it where it goes. I'm trying my best to kind of, tell you what collective I'm feeling the energy is for, but this could go for either. It feels like a burden to you. It feels like the weight of the world because you expect something and it's not coming to you the way that you see it. It should be. Spirit is saying you have to have patience, you have to have trust and faith. I'm getting the word humility, humble. You have to, for the sake of love, put yourself in this masculine's shoes so you can understand the pressures that he is under and how this masculine wants nothing more than to provide and to make you happy. The added stress of you and your complaints, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend anyone. It is what it is. This is the reading. The added stress can and will pull this masculine to a dark place. And it seems like a lot for you, Divine Feminine. Like you're thinking, I have to be so careful now. If I say the wrong thing, it's almost like you're like, I have to walk on eggshells. No. Just move with love, understanding, and compassion. Look at the bigger picture and understand that your masculine is human and he's going through some things that are really affecting his ego and his pride, which is something he's working on. And that you are his anchor. I'm getting that so heavy. He needs you. He loves you. And he needs you to have patience. Because with you by his side and in his corner, he knows he can conquer the world. He knows he can get you everything that you ever wanted plus more. He just needs you to be very, very patient right now with him through this time. And that is very specific. So I don't know who that's for, but it had to be said. So I'm going to close it here for this reading. I know there's a lot of different messages in this reading. I was even having a hard time kind of following. There wasn't like a flow to it. It seems the messages felt like they're just coming in one after the other. And that might be how you're feeling your life is right now. Life might be feeling like one thing after the other. If it's not this, it's that. It's like It's just been very overwhelming for you and for your person. And that's the energy of this whole reading, is there's a lot going on. There's so much going on that perhaps both of you, and this is for the married collective or the committed collective, the ones that are in union, both of you may be putting love on the back burner right now. Not that you don't love each other, but the romance part of it, the romance aspect. Take one day at a time. I'm getting, it's in the small things that will make the difference. A little hug, words of encouragement, compliments, putting out that positive energy, and you'll get it back. Just one day at a time, one small act of kindness at a time with your person. And within time, things are going to start moving back in the direction that you hope for. Like, I'm just getting from spirit patience, compassion, and understanding. So I hope that helps someone, and I hope you have a really great day. Bye, guys.